People often think intelligence is loud. They imagine the smartest people in the room are the ones constantly talking, constantly showing off, constantly trying to prove something. But real intelligence is usually quiet. It hides in habits nobody notices, in moments when no one is watching, in the strange little things a person does when they are completely alone. And the truth is, some of the rarest signs of intelligence have nothing to do with grades, money, or speaking perfectly. They appear in your private life, in your silence, in the way you think when the world disappears for a moment. So if you do these 6 things alone, your intelligence may be far rarer than you think. Before we begin, subscribe to Psychology on Love, where we explore the hidden psychology of human behavior, attraction, intelligence, and emotional power. And stay until the end, because the last sign is something most intelligent people never realize about themselves. There's something fascinating about highly intelligent people. They often feel different from everyone else, but they can't explain why. They overthink small things. They crave solitude. They disappear from social situations without warning. And deep inside, they constantly feel like their mind never truly rests. Society teaches people that intelligence is about external achievement. But psychology tells a very different story. True intelligence often appears in invisible behaviors, especially the things you do when nobody is around to judge you. The first sign is talking to yourself. Now most people hear this and immediately think it sounds strange. But psychology has repeatedly shown that self-talk is connected to higher cognitive processing. Intelligent people often think faster than they can organize internally, so speaking out loud helps structure thoughts. But it goes deeper than that. When you talk to yourself alone, you are doing something most people avoid. You are confronting your own mind directly. You are processing emotions, solving problems, replaying conversations, imagining future situations, and analyzing reality in real time. Some people even create imaginary arguments in their heads, not because they are crazy, but because their brain constantly tests perspectives. Highly intelligent minds rarely accept one single viewpoint. They mentally simulate possibilities over and over again. And here's the interesting part. The smartest people are often the least mentally quiet. Their brains refuse to stop observing. Even when sitting alone in a room, their mind keeps creating patterns, questions, ideas, fears, and possibilities. That's why many intelligent people accidentally whisper thoughts out loud. Their internal world becomes too active to stay silent. The second sign is enjoying solitude without feeling lonely. Most people need constant distraction, constant validation, constant attention. They panic in silence because silence forces them to meet themselves. But highly intelligent people often become energized by being alone. Not because they hate people, but because solitude gives their brain space to breathe. Psychologists have found that highly intelligent individuals often prefer smaller social circles and more time alone because their minds are already highly stimulated internally. They don't always need external entertainment. And this creates a strange contradiction. They may love people deeply, yet disappear for days. They may care intensely, yet protect their solitude like it's survival. Because when intelligent people spend too much time around noise, drama, fake conversations, and shallow interactions, their mind becomes exhausted. Alone time becomes recovery. And during those quiet moments, something powerful happens. They reflect. They connect dots. They understand themselves better. They explore ideas nobody around them is even thinking about. Most people see solitude as emptiness. Intelligent people see it as freedom. The third sign is replaying conversations in your head for hours. Now this habit can feel exhausting, sometimes even painful. But it's incredibly common among highly analytical minds. After a conversation ends, intelligent people often continue it privately inside their heads. They rethink words, facial expressions, tone, meaning, hidden emotions. They analyze what was said and what was left unsaid. This happens because intelligent minds naturally search for patterns beneath the surface. While others move on quickly, highly intelligent people unconsciously dissect interactions like puzzles. And honestly, this can become both a gift and a curse. Because overanalysis creates deeper understanding, but it can also create emotional exhaustion. Intelligent people often notice details others completely miss. Tiny shifts in energy, forced smiles, passive-aggressive comments, emotional inconsistencies. And because their awareness is so high, their brain struggles to let go of social situations easily. They keep searching for truth beneath appearances. That's why many intelligent people become emotionally drained after social interactions. Their brain wasn't just talking, it was studying everything. The fourth sign is creating imaginary scenarios constantly. Highly intelligent people spend enormous amounts of time inside hypothetical realities. What if this happens? What would I say? What's the worst outcome? What's the smartest move? Their mind continuously runs simulations. To others, it may look like daydreaming. But psychologically, this is advanced cognitive forecasting. Their brain naturally predicts outcomes before they happen. This ability helps intelligent people solve problems faster because their mind already practiced different realities internally. But again, there's a dark side. Sometimes intelligent people think too much. They prepare for situations that never happen. They imagine problems before they exist. Their awareness becomes so strong that relaxing feels difficult. And yet this same mental habit often makes them incredibly adaptable in life. Because while others panic during unexpected situations, intelligent people have already mentally rehearsed chaos 1,000 times. Their brain quietly trains for reality behind the scenes. The fifth sign is questioning yourself constantly. Now this one surprises people the most. The truly intelligent person is usually not the loudest or most confident person in the room. In fact, highly intelligent people often doubt themselves more than average people. Why? Because intelligence increases awareness. And awareness creates humility. The more intelligent someone becomes, the more they realize how much they still don't know. That's why less intelligent people often sound absolutely certain about everything, while highly intelligent people speak with caution. Smart minds question themselves. They reevaluate opinions. They challenge their own beliefs. They fear becoming ignorant or emotionally blind. And psychologically, this is connected to something fascinating called intellectual humility, the ability to recognize limitations in your own thinking. Ironically, people with lower self-awareness often overestimate themselves, while intelligent people underestimate themselves constantly. So if you secretly question yourself, rethink your choices, and analyze your own behavior deeply, it may not mean you are weak. It may mean your awareness is simply higher than most. And now we arrive at the final sign, the rarest one of all, feeling disconnected from most people. This is something many intelligent people experience silently for years. They sit in groups yet feel alone. They crave deep conversations but constantly encounter surface-level interactions. They feel misunderstood not because people hate them, but because very few people think the way they do. And over time, this creates emotional isolation. Highly intelligent people often become observers rather than participants. They watch human behavior carefully. They notice contradictions. They see emotional patterns others ignore. And because of this awareness, they sometimes struggle to relate normally. Small talk feels exhausting. Fake personalities feel obvious. Attention-seeking behavior feels empty. They crave authenticity in a world full of performance. But here's what intelligent people must remember. Being different does not mean something is wrong with you. Your mind simply operates on a deeper level. And yes, sometimes that depth becomes lonely. But it also becomes your power. Because the people who think deeply are often the ones who change the world quietly. They're the writers sitting alone at midnight. The creators questioning everything. The thinkers who never fully fit in. The observers who notice truths nobody says out loud. Intelligence is not always visible. Sometimes it hides behind silence. Sometimes it hides behind overthinking. Sometimes it hides behind solitude. And sometimes, the smartest people are the ones constantly wondering if they're smart at all. So if you recognized yourself in these behaviors, don't ignore it. Your mind may be far rarer than you think. And maybe your greatest strength was never being like everyone else. Maybe it was your ability to see life differently. Subscribe to Psychology on Love for more deep psychological truths about human behavior, attraction, emotions, and the hidden side of the mind. And tell us in the comments, which sign felt most personal to you?